What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out to the brother A Weapons for the $50 donation via the Cash App. Much respect to A Weapons, the best music made on YouTube. Please check out his channel, A Weapons. All right, please check out his channel. He also is a music artist and he makes a lot of music that's LDBC related. Please check his channel out. He also talks about other subject matter on his channel. Please subscribe to A Weapons. Once again, shout out to A Weapons for showing love to Too Raw for TV. And to anybody who want to show love to Too Raw for TV, if you choose to, you can do so in the links in the description box below via the PayPal or the Cash App or in the pinned comment in the comment section if you choose to. Now, just wish LeBron James a happy 37th birthday. But I got to say this, okay? And you guys know how I am on my channel. I don't show favoritism even to my favorite players. If it's something that I feel, I got to make a video about it. Now, let me say this. LeBron James has played magnificent in this season. We've never seen a guy in year 19 play the way that he has, been this productive. No one. Not even Kareem, not even Karl Malone, as far as the numbers are concerned, not even Kobe Bryant. Okay, LeBron James has been blessed with both, as I said in my video just prior, he's been blessed with both longevity and durability. So we're seeing some. So we're going to see at the end of the day, when everything is said and done, we're going to see a player with arguably the greatest resume in the history of the NBA, at least. Now, you can have your arguments about whether he's the GOAT or not, but he's going to have the greatest resume. Now, let me say this, though. I am convinced now. Now, this might change if the structure of the team changes significantly. But right now, I am convinced that LeBron James has a mission, an individual mission for this year. Now, we all know that he wants to surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time leading scorer. That's no question. However, I think that this season, LeBron James wants to surpass Michael Jordan because we know that he's been chasing that ghost. And he continues to chase that ghost. Even when people say that he's past that ghost, he's still chasing the ghost of Michael Jordan. I believe he wants to surpass Michael Jordan as the oldest player to lead the NBA in scoring. I do truly believe that. Now, Michael Jordan, off the top of my head, I believe he is the oldest man ever lead the NBA in scoring. In the 1997-98 season, he was 34 years old. He turned 35 February 17th. He led the league in scoring 28.7 points per game. Right now, LeBron James is still not qualifying because he's missed a lot of games, but eventually he will qualify. I think he needs to play like another 5 or 6 games or something like that, and he'll start qualifying on that list. But right now, Kevin Durant leads the NBA in scoring 29.7. So this will be a tall task for LeBron to do this. But we got to remember, KD was playing some exceptional lights out basketball before he tested positive. Remember, he was averaging something like 40 points a game over a 3 or 4 game span. He's not going to do that the whole season. So you could expect that average, perhaps, especially with Kyrie Irving coming back, at least on a part-time basis, you can expect that average to drop a little bit. Not a lot, but I'm just saying it may drop down from close to 30 to maybe 28 point something. And this is why I say this. LeBron right now is averaging 28 points a game. And he's been shooting the basketball a lot. In the last 6 games, he's been shooting the ball 25 times a night. That's on pace for an all-time record. Not all-time record as far as individual, but for LeBron. He's right now scoring at a clip that we haven't seen in, I believe, a decade, maybe a little bit over a decade. So he is scoring minded. Okay. Um, the last six games, the last six games, LeBron James has been averaging 34.8 points, 10.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists. Unbelievable numbers. Unfortunately, during that span, LeBron James' team is only 1-5. And this is where the praise stops and the criticism begins. Okay? So if you're a LeBron fan, you may not like what I have to say about this. You know, one of the things that a lot of LeBron fans say about Michael Jordan, right? Especially before Scottie Pippen got there. They'll say something or the other of, well, you know, Mike was selfish. He only was playing for numbers and points and stats. Uh, his scoring wasn't um, his scoring wasn't translating to wins. His team was only 500, and he didn't make the players around him better, right? And then Pippen bailed him out. That's what they say about Jordan from 84 to 87 or so, right? 88. What is LeBron James right now? This is the guy that's supposed to be the great facilitator, the great all around player who makes everyone around him better. But we're seeing none of the evidence of that this year. Is there any evidence that LeBron is making players around him better this year? I'm being honest. Even if you love LeBron James, can you sit down and watch a game and tell me with a straight face that this year he's making anybody on the court better? What's the Lakers' record? 17 and 18, right? 17 and 19, excuse me. So they're 2 games below 500. And LeBron James is going out there scoring somewhat selfishly at times because it's having no impact on winning. But these are the same critiques that you had about Michael Jordan, but you want all this effusive praise. Well, LeBron's doing the same thing right now. Now, no, look, don't get me wrong. It's amazing he's doing this in his 19th year. But let's kind of put things into perspective a little bit. He's 37. That is an advanced age to be doing this types of stuff, doing these types of things. But Karl Malone, when he was 37 years old, right, 1999-2000 season, 1 year removed from being MVP. Let's look at his numbers. I'm gonna look at Karl Malone right quick. I remember in the playoffs, Karl Malone dropped a 50-point game against the Sonics when he was 37 years old, almost 37 years old. Let's see. Yeah, LeBron James, Karl Malone, excuse me, he was 36, going on 37 years old, 1999, 2000. Karl Malone averaged 25.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, 3.7 assists, right? And this is when scoring was way down, way down. So that's 25 and a half points, 9.5 rebounds, 3.7 assists. And Utah probably averaged maybe, I don't know, I'm just guessing 95 points a game, maybe, right? Now, what would that have been in this era with teams averaging over 110, 115 points a game, maybe close to 120? I wonder what those numbers would have been like now. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 1985, when he was 38 years old, won Finals MVP, right? And we see what Tom Brady's doing. So let's not act like what LeBron is doing is completely unprecedented. Not to mention the fact that today's league is not the same wear and tear as far as a guy like LeBron who gets a lot of his points in the paint. It's not like he was playing in the 90s when he would have had to deal with enforcers, the physicality. Um, of a guy like Oakley, a guy like Xavier McDaniel, a guy like um, Tyrone Hill, the Davis boys. Uh, he wouldn't have had to deal with that type of physicality. Now, let alone the shot blockers, the Mark Eatons and the Manute Bowles, and the Kimmy Mutombos, the Alonzo Mournings, and the Patrick Ewings. The Sean Bradleys. Yeah, Sean Bradley got dunked on a lot, but he also blocked a lot of fucking shots. So he's not having to deal with that type of resistance at the basket. So we got to kind of like I'm not trying to take away from what he's doing, but let's be honest in the whole assessment. It's great, it's amazing what he's doing, but it's also a little bit selfish, and he's not really, to me, helping his team that much when you consider that they're 1-5 in the last 6 games, and they've been playing some weak ass teams. I mean, the Grizzlies are not going to the finals. They almost lost to the fucking Houston Rockets. They lost to a depleted Nets team. Uh, they lost to a Spurs team that's the worst Spurs team in the history of Greg Popovich's coaching era. They got blown out at home by Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they've been losing a lot of games that they should have won. But LeBron got his 35. You know, just like when Russell Westbrook get those meaningless triple doubles, and that's true. LeBron is getting a lot of meaningless 30, 35-point games. So we gotta be consistent with this. We can't just criticize Russell Westbrook for having meaningless numbers, but praise LeBron. That's what they're doing on TV. They keep throwing Russell Westbrook under the bus for every fucking thing. But if I'm not mistaken, last night LeBron had five turnovers, two costly down the stretch. But I didn't see anybody fucking bringing that up, right? I didn't see anybody bring that up. Shannon Sharp, come on, bro. You fucking LeBron dick lick you. So I'm done. I'm it. Like I said, it's amazing what he's doing, but come on, let's keep it real too.